getting help. So oftentimes people with mental disorders will need to seek help, seek closure, find ways to help themselves.
All right, so with a common misconception with mental illness and physical illness, I mean, in society, if you broke a bone, everyone would be all over you. They'd be trying to help you, get you to the hospital, get your bone fixed. But when someone's just depressed, people just say, "Oh, just snap out of it," or "Oh, there's plenty of these things to be happy about." But again, it's a condition. You cannot stop feeling sad, even if your life was, if you had all this money and you had a nice house and you were married and you had the, job of your dreams. This condition can still make you feel sad. And so, with mental disorders, it's kind of like people are often afraid to seek help because everyone's just, "Oh, you're just sad, you'll be fine," and they don't feel like what they're experiencing is actually valid, because people often just mistake it for regular, bad emotions. And so it's good to reach out to people because and it's scary. It can be scary because you feel like you can't reach out to other people because they won't understand you and they won't be able to help you because they'll just think you're feeling sad. But there are people like counselors and therapists that you can go to and they can kind of help you with whatever you're going through. And, especially if you've got family or friends that are kind of accepting this stuff and they won't, just automatically assume that oh, you're just sad or you're just nervous, and they'll know that they'll listen to you if something's really going on. You should definitely go to them because not reaching out for help is probably one of the worst things that you can do. That's how people with mental disorders often get involved in situations where, suicide is a big one, where people with depression often they don't reach out for help, and so they're left to deal with this thing on their own, and they begin to feel alone, like most people with mental disorders can feel because of stigma. But if you reach out for help, you're avoiding anything, even if you don't think you have a mental disorder, even if there's something that's been bugging you for weeks or a month or something, and it's really getting to you, going to a counselor is a really good thing to do, And it's people often in society, they say that, showing bad or, like being nervous or being sad is kind of a weak thing to do. It's not, because, everybody's human. Everybody has emotions. And whether you want to admit it or not, you're not going to feel, 100% great all the time. So if you're experiencing any sort of emotional distress, if you've got this big problem that you just can't get your mind off of it, talk to someone.
There's always someone who will be willing to help you.
Yeah.
Even your school guidance counselor.
Yeah.
School guidance counselors are a great person to talk to because they're there to help you and they will not tell anyone about what you told them.
Right. And for those of you who may never experience any mental disorders, there are still ways that you can help your community become a better place for people with mental disorders. One thing you can do is not perpetuate stereotypes. So some of the stereotypes we mentioned, like people cannot just stop feeling the way they do. You can make that known, make it known to other people who might think that those stereotypes are their reality. You know what I'm saying? So you can basically educate yourselves on the reality surrounding mental illness, and don't treat those with mental disorders differently than those without them. They don't want to be singled out. They want to be treated. They don't want to stick out in a crowd of people,
And also, you should educate others with the information that you've learned today. And also, if on your own time you want to learn some more about this, feel free to spread the word to everyone else you know. Because you may not know this, but the information that you know about mental disorders could save someone's life. If they're feeling suicidal and you help them out, that could just be the thing they needed. And you never know.
And there's a website here that you can go to if you want to learn more. Mentalhealth.gov.
It's also a good idea just to be there for them. Be an outlet so they can talk to you. Don't turn your back on someone if they have a mental disorder. If it's one of your friends and they have a mental disorder, don't push them away because they do. Be there to help them and support them.